How's it going? Gosh, my videos have been squeaking through the algorithm lately. I wonder why. Maybe it's because Canadians are so desperate for some kind of answers, man. You don't want to hear what I say. I've said enough times my solution is revolution or stop participating in the system. People are too weak here. Canada doesn't have hard enough hearts to do what has to be done and stop taking this shit from the government and kick these fucking people out of our country. No, just like America. Talk, 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 talk. Talk, buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. So they tell you to support my channel. Help us support the channel. I know. Get a job instead of trying to prey on Canadians' weaknesses and desperation and get a job. Right? No. There's more money in bullshit and coming on here and bullshitting and perpetuating the narrative that Canada's a real country. Your vote matters. We just have to believe. That's what I'm guessing it is because so many people now have seen what I've said since day one, man. But it'll pass. People will forget. Canadians forget. It'll go on, and we'll go back to pretending that government's real. And Poses Lever slammed Mark Carney. Poses Lever slams them for this. Poses Lever slams liberals for that. Oh, blah 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 blah. All that stuff, right? Now the focus is on Maryland Gladue because they're the ones they threw out there. All the other ones get a pass, so it's all Maryland Gladue. I already said why I think that is. Come on, man. Okay, so it looks like Alberta's going to get their referendum. What are they going to do after it fails? Well, we know when they came. No, you came so close. They're all going to cry, crooked, cheat. Whoa. Do you think people like your MP that you all voted for, Shoveloy Maginder, you think he's going to be voting for this? Do you think Michelle Rumpelstiltskin's going to do it? Again, here's all the minutia. What happens to all these federal MPs? Oh, Alberta stand's going to be a place. We're the new Republic of Alberta stand. So, bang, no more federal MPs. They're all out of the jobs. They're all gone. Post office, all the government offices you have there. There's a few with unemployment net. So thousands of people are going to be out of work now, right? They're done. Post office done. All kinds of financial institutions. They're just going to wait around. Again, here, your health system. What's going to happen with that? What about getting your pension money back that the government's been taking off you guys for years? Don't talk about that. We're going to separate, and now we're going to try to work out a deal with this crooked government that we're separating from. Well, what? No, we're talking about that. Simple things like what's going to be your currency. Well, President Trump's going to come driving up here and going to plug into the pipeline, and you guys are just going to be. It's going to be happy days, right? It's not going to be mass chaos because you have no currency. You're just gonna uncouple from the federal system that you're in Canada, just like that. You can't even get rid of the equalization payments. Well, we're gonna separate old white guy, so that'll be gone now. Will it really? I see. Just how? I've still yet to see. I mean, I said enough times I'd support the hell out of if you guys try to get rid of that equalization payment. I'd make a video every day cheering you on. You're not going to separate. That's just nonsense, man. That's just more distraction from what's really happening. More distracting from the fact that we have no say in Canada. The government just is one party. It does what it wants. We have no say. What part of that do people don't want to they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Just like Albertans don't want to hear it. None of those foreigners are going to be voting for it. And you're not going to get like 100% turnout either. But I'll tell you who will turn out is all those foreigners. They'll come out en masse. They'll vote as a block, like they always do, because they're imams and their priests and all that. They're going to tell them, no, we're voting to stay. We're not separating. We're staying here in Canada. So that's going to go over well. All this stuff is just perpetuating the division in Canada that the government likes to have over us because they don't want us to see what's going on. And this last time with all these floor crossers, that's a pretty big step, like I said, for the one party to make. But it's going to pass. A couple weeks, Canadians won't talk about it anymore. all those buy my stuff people will be on here. They already are, like I said. They're explaining it and what can be done and what we should be doing and what the future might entail. But we just had to believe in Pulses Lever, who's been there for over 20 fucking years. So what has he accomplished? Nothing. What has he stopped from happening? Nothing. Well, except for, I vote for the Rays. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. Rays, Rays, Rays. I'm just calling it how I see it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm going to be. Like I said, you can't even stop that. Your own premier is not even on board saying, "Yeah, I'm on board." So what? It's just assumed Alberta separates and she's going to be your president or whatever you guys want to fucking call yourselves. You're going to have a re-elect a whole new governmental body, or what? You think all your MPs, your provincial MPs, they're all down for this? No, they're not. So then what happens? Well, they still get to they still get to stay in there. Liberals, Conservatives, Green Party, NDP. Well, they're all out now. Those are Canadian system parties. So now what happens? Gonna put up borders? All the stuff they don't talk about. It's just like, yeah, we're leaving. That's it. We're gone. And what about commerce? What happens to commerce there? There's no one's talked about it because the answer is everything I just laid out. And they don't want to hear it. They don't want the people to hear that. The ones that are cheering it on, they know this stuff. This is just more one-party shenanigans. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.